I feel like music is universal. I feel like there are songs that were made in certain foreign country here. Not just universal, music is timeless. There are songs from decades ago, 1950s, 60s, 70s, that still hold up today. Music is present. Music is always there. Music is constant.
Okay, right out the gate. Nice.
It's real.
My first memory of music would probably have to be just growing up around the household and listening to all of my family's quote-unquote old school music. You know, it's like the old soca, the old reggae. Anytime my mother would be cleaning on a Sunday, she would always have music playing with her. The house would be vibrant, you know, everybody gets outside dancing. Another very early memory that I have with music would be with my father and listening to artists like Lil Wayne and Eminem and Rick Ross and Jay-Z. It actually shaped a lot of my musical taste today, actually. So I'm grateful for it regardless. Growing up as a kid, it was really just, as I said, it was really quiet. I had a few neighborhood friends and we'd go on the same back street and we'd like ride our bikes and whatnot and just talk. But I was very much like an inside child, just video games, PlayStation. As a young kid, I could always remember going to carnival, going to school parties, going to parang nights, and just seeing a bunch just different people of different walks of life, of different races, just dancing, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the music. There are a lot of different races here in Trinidad. You have African, Indian, Chinese, Asian, Caucasian, Spanish. We are located in the Southern Caribbean, and no, Trinidad is not a place in Jamaica, because you would be surprised at how many people think that Trinidad is a place in Jamaica. It is one of the most beautiful places on the earth. It has so many beautiful places to visit, beautiful beaches, especially in Tobago as well. Tobago has really amazing beaches, beautiful people, great food, amazing food. Of course, we are not without our problems, especially in recent years. Trinidad has become a bit of a hot spot in terms of crime. We even landed ourselves on the US's most dangerous places to visit right now list, and that was kind of disheartening. If I could speak on another thing very quickly. Right now there is an immigrant crisis, meaning that a lot of Venezuelan people are coming over into Trinidad illegally. But from my perspective, the issue isn't that they're coming here. The issue is the discrimination that they face daily. And, you know, as people who are leaving Venezuela looking for a better opportunity, it's very disheartening to see them get treated so poorly. Very disheartening to be in conversations where people are like, oh, you know, them Venis, you know, why they coming here? You know, it's like they're not choosing to leave their home because they want to. It's because they have to. It's because Venezuela is going through a lot. And the fact that these people find it so difficult that they have to leave what they've already established and come to this new place where they have nothing. They come here for what? To get made fun of, to go back where you come from. It's something that is very close to my heart and an issue that I plan on tackling in the Visions Fellowship through my music. I think I would describe Jay the artist as versatile, as someone who could dip into different bags and wear many hats. Some days it might be hip-hop, other days it might be soca, other days it might be dancehall. You know, sometimes it might be a fusion of as many of them as I want to. Something that is really near and dear to my heart that started off as a gateway into music is spoken word poetry. And that has been a very good kind of like gateway into the art and into the creative space, because it really allowed me to express myself in a way that I wasn't able to before. So that is another very important part of like where I come from and what I'm trying to put out into the world.
I leave my home in hopes of a better life. I didn't know what it would have in Trinidad. Came across on a boat in the dead of night. Some people couldn't even touch the land. Seeing the beaches, some people couldn't touch the sand. They want to reach here was only met with tough demands. Below minimum wage, you better be okay with it. Otherwise crime is the only other way you'll get a chance to provide. We can't choose a career, we choose how to survive. So we keep living in this repetitive life, hoping things get better in just a matter of time. I'm not trying to be better, I just trying to match you. But you say my country is the place I should go back to. I doing this so that my son doesn't have to. Hopefully then you understand your words are impactful. You say that every creed and race could find an equal place, but I cry different and I hurt different, so I know that this can't be equal. this don't feel equal.
My version is about racial discrimination against Venezuelan migrants and immigrants, and really it's just about telling two main stories, one from a male perspective and the other from a female perspective, of like basic stereotypical things that, you know, Trinidadians might say about or feel a way towards these Venezuelan people. And the hook kind of ties it in together, where it's a kind of a play on our national anthem. In our national anthem, we have a part that says, where every creed and race could find an equal place. But it's like, when you think about it and when we look at how we treat Venezuelan migrants against like any other Trinidadian citizen, you can see that it isn't equal. This isn't the place where every creed and race could find an equal place. It isn't that. Walking into the studio, I think I had a very strong mixture of feeling excited and nervous about it. Nervous because I wasn't really sure of the song. I wasn't really like that confident about it. But excited because I knew by the end of it, I would have the song completed and I would have everything done. Like, we weren't walking out of here with an incomplete project. And it was feeling like nerve-wracking just thinking about it. So I did a very good job of not thinking about the studio session the entire time I knew about it. But when I got in, all of the avoided nerves just kind of flooded me of like, oh, okay, I've never been in this situation before. These are people that I've never worked with before. This is okay, I don't know how this is going to go, and the unknown scares me. But everything just kind of went smoothly, and that was fairly good. My aspirations as an artist are to try to inspire others. There'd be a time when I'm not here physically, but my music will be, my art will be. It doesn't need to be great, it doesn't need to be amazing, it doesn't need to be, you know, the most impactful thing ever, it just needs to be. Art is so wide-spanning, and it could literally reach everywhere in all parts of the earth. It could reach every corner. It doesn't matter where you go, you'd hear songs, you'd hear music playing since the beginning of time. You've had music. Since the beginning of time, you've had storytellers. You've had these people who continue to go from tribe to tribe, from place to place, and telling these stories and using their oral traditions to, you know, ensure that their history is secure, their history is safe. And, you know, music is just one of those oral traditions.